Bay Area, I'm coming to San Jose February 28th, and then San Francisco March 6th through the 9th. I'm doing 5 different shows. I would love to see you there. You can get tickets at fumiabe.com. Welcome to another episode of Cash Cuties, a super personal finance podcast where we look at our friends' credit card statements and judge their spending habits with love. I am some dude, Fumi Abe, and Steffie's not with me this week. She is modeling, being a hot girlie somewhere, making a lot of money. So hopefully she comes back with a gift because that's her whole thing. Quick shout out to our donor daddies. These are people who give us money on Patreon. Justin T, $10. Thank you so much. Alex M, $5. Thank you so much. And Wade, $5. Thank you so much. If you join the Patreon, you get a shout out on the podcast as well as bonus episodes on Patreon. We have like 7 on there. So if you want more of just me and Steffie fucking around, jerking each other off, literally and metaphorically, please go to patreon.com/CashCutiesPod. Today's guest, I am so excited to have her on. She's waving. Haven't even said her name yet. It's just doesn't know what's going on. Hot off a general meeting with Kevin Hart's company.
Hey, brag, baby.
This is a stand-up comedian, host of the No Pill Friday podcast. Overall, a good time. It's Audrey Stewart, everybody.
I am overall a good time.
Overall, good time.
Hey, I'm excited and scared to be here.
What up, what up? Thank you so much for coming, man.
Dude, I was really reluctant because, you've seen my situation. It's a little bit messy.
Well, I wanted to open with that. I wanted to open with why were you so hesitant to come on the pod?
Because my finances are a mess. I actually don't even know 90% what's going on.
Okay, let's break that down.
First of all, I didn't even get a credit card until recently. I have no idea. Okay. You're 30. Well, shut up.
How are you having a meltdown 17 seconds into your intro? I don't even understand.
It's the tea. It's making me rage.
Oh, God. Okay, so explain to me. I don't know what's going on with 90% of my finances. What does that mean? Does that mean you don't know how much you're making? Does it mean you don't keep track of how much you're spending? Or do you don't want to look? Let me know a little bit more about what's going on psychologically.
Okay, let me just say, there's something I can pay all my bills. So that's good at least.
Yes.
So at least I can pay all my bills and then some sometimes. But then some, just my bills.
Sure.
But I will say, I don't know how much I make a year. It scares me.
But yes, you do, because when you do taxes, it tells you.
Okay, wait. Just to be clear, I have done my taxes every year, except for I'm late. I'm very late.
You're allowed to be late. You're allowed to be late.
But I'm late. Yeah, I'm late.
You're late for 2023.
Yes.
Oh, but the new one's coming up.
And it's freaking me out because they're like, all right. And now I'm trying to file my old ones. And
I thought 2023 was due in August or October?
They pushed it to November.
Okay, well, it's January.
So now I'm 2.5 months late.
Okay, and now you're probably incurring fees.
Yeah, but not that much because I didn't report that much.
Okay, now tell me
I reported what I had to report.
Tell me what's going on there. Like, why are you resisting?
Is the IRS going to check this out?
Dude, probably.
Dude, what if Tiffany from the IRS is like one of your biggest fans and then I just get
You
nailed?
have an IRS guy named, like a person named Tiffany?
No, I'm just saying, what if hypothetically there's a listener
It's possible, but by the way, you're allowed to be late. You know that you're late. They know that they're late.
But also, I do think I do owe, but I also think I can write a lot off. And I also think...
why don't you just do it?
I know.
What's the problem?
But
tell me about the block. I'm interested.
I get such an anxiety block about my finances. I think it's exhausting as an entertainer. It's coming from like 15 different sources at all times.
Yes.
It's like the more momentum you get, the more jobs you get. And then the more 1099s you get. I think this past 2022 was the first year that I was getting so many random jobs and like actually making good money with these jobs. And it was overwhelming and I misplaced. I didn't even know. I forgot who I worked for because there were so many different ones.
Yeah.
And I'm already ADHD enough. Like it's very hard for me.
Totally.
And so I'm just like, it's like, I wish that, how we got extra time on tests, that we get extra time on our taxes for adults like me. Like, that's what I wish.
Damn.
And it's just, I'm very overwhelmed. And I know that's an excuse. You could also say it's lazy. Fine. I'll take it, you little cash cutie.
By the way, first time our guest has used the word cash cuties as a derogatory term. This is new.
You stupid cash cutie.
Already attacking your audience.
Just
My
kidding.
God.
I love you, cash cuties. But here's the thing. I just feel like people are judging me.
No, bro, but that's a very relatable thing, because if you were just like a regular employee at some marketing company, there is no 1099. You have like is it a W-2 or W-9, one of those things. Your company sends you one a year. That's all the money you made. Easy. You can do it yourself on TurboTax for like $30. But yeah, when you're like a comedian, you're working for like all the clubs and then like some random gig you did for Seamless or whatever,
15, 20 different gigs.
Yes.
And like I will do my taxes.
Yes.
I've never not, like I'll always follow the rules. This is the latest I've ever been on taxes. I always paid on time, but I've never been in this situation.
Yes.
And I also like never, I'm going to be honest, like in school, like nobody teaches
this shit, right?
And it's like, why not?
I want to make you feel better by saying this is a rumor I heard, and so I'm just letting you know it's a rumor. I cannot confirm or deny, but one of the writers I was working with at the Late Late Show with James Corden, I'm just gonna keep it vague. We don't know who it is. One of the writers, been there for a while. She's making very good money. You know, she's gotten promoted over the years and stuff, and I know that I heard she didn't pay any of her taxes, but these are like, if you work full time for a show like that for over 5 years, you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like you're making like $300
so much money
a year. So you're a millionaire, and she just didn't pay. And apparently 1 year they just yanked it out of her bank account.
No.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I don't know, but probably a lot, because
like 100,000.
Because apparently I heard she wasn't paying for like 5+ years.
I have a friend in comedy that's doing pretty well that has never paid their taxes.
They're gonna take it, bro, and you don't want that either, because what if there's like overdraft fees, like you know?
So like it is good that I'm gonna do it, but here's the other thing.
Yes.
And not to cut you off. The other thing is, another reason I was waiting is because I know I'm gonna owe, right?
Yeah.
They never gave me my refund from last year, by the way. They said I had over $1,000 in refund, and they never sent it to me. And
you gotta follow up.
I did.
And
they go, can you name the company that we owe? One of the two companies or something. I think they tried to audit, like got me. I was like, Jam in the Van? They're like, wrong.
Wait. They try to confirm your identity?
They try to confirm what one of the two jobs. Yeah, that was like to help confirm my identity, and I couldn't even list.
You could confirm your identity
with my socials, but then they were asking me questions about the jobs I worked, and then decided not to give me this refund or something.
Audrey, no. This is...
Maybe I call it a scam number.
Bro, you can't fail at confirming your own identity.
Bro.
You gotta call them and try it.
Bro,
Round two.
Okay, so now I'm thinking about, for these current taxes, just hiring H&R Block and trying to get somebody to get it for me.
Get the refund.
Yes.
You could probably do that.
And help me with this, but I don't want them to judge me. But the other thing is, I should have done this in December. Sometimes you really like are up a lot in money.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna wait till I'm up in money to do my taxes, because there's no logic there. I just need to do it.
Gotta just do it. But
I'll pop an Addy and I'll do it.
Let me ask you something. Like you're a full-time comedian, sort of, kinda, like we all are.
Sort of, kinda.
How long have you been doing full-time comedy? And like, I know you didn't do taxes last year, but how has it been financially for you? Like, are you able to make it work?
I still babysit here and there.
Yeah, of course. We all have weird gigs here and there. Yeah.
But I make it work because it's weird. Like, it's the universe gives me shit. It's so weird. Like, I got like a National Lampoon thing that like comfort, like, and then I teach stand-up workshops sometimes, and then I get like,
you know what? I got an email about that.
No.
Was it at Westside?
Cool. Oh no. Oh, I thought you meant, no. I teach with Cool Beans.
Cool Beans?
Yeah.
What's Cool Beans?
Isn't it so cute?
That's so cute. Should
like,
I teach?
Yeah, you should teach. It's good money. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I teach only on Sundays sometimes.
Is it like for kids or?
It's like kids. There's one kids, but I don't do the kids. But it's adults, but they're like 16 and up. But everybody's so great, and you punch up their jokes.
You do it live?
Yeah, you basically build their sets for them.
Oh, that's so fun.
And it sharpens your brain too.
You know, that's really interesting you bring up, because I got an email about that, not from Cool Beans, but
Westside.
I think it was Westside. They're like, we're just hiring stand-up instructors. And I was like, part of me was like, you know, that genuinely sounds fun.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll help me.
Yeah.
And also like, just, I have a lot of fucking time. Like, why not? I always need extra money. But then the other side is like, am I too good for that? Or I mean, like,
I was like,
am I above that? But it's like, what does that mean? Like, where is that? It's not really insecurity, but it's sort of this.
That's why I don't tell people that I teach Cool Beans. I don't want to be like, oh, she's turning into a stand-up instructor instead of a stand-up.
But you know, I want to like get rid of that, because it's like, why can't you? I mean, you'll quit when you get something else. Like, why, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Jessica
to be
Kirsten taught classes, and she's like one of the most. She's my favorite stand-up comic.
I feel like it doesn't take away from anything.
No.
I'm going to reply to that email. Give myself a little job.
Because we all need money. How has it been for you?
I mean, like 2023 was okay. It was good. I had said on my last episode that I made like, I think I made like 85 or 86.
What the fuck? That's
That's pretty good for like full-time comedy. And I had a couple writing gigs, but it wasn't like union, so I wasn't making crazy money. And they're all, they're all like two to 4 week gigs. So I don't have anything big. I would say 20K of that was residuals, which is just like money coming in the mail. But that's all ending because after midnight, Taylor Tomlinson's new show is taking over Corden's spot, which started this week.
Oh, no.
So now they're not replaying the episodes I wrote on. So if they're not replaying, I don't get money for that.
So we love you, Taylor, but you're sad because you're not getting your residuals.
She's fucking up my residuals right now, you know? So 86 is pretty good because that's more money than, I made for a long time working full-time in advertising. So my logic was like, if I can make more doing something I love, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a lot of expenses too because I'm like flying to places and stuff like that. But
isn't that nuts? I feel like it takes forever to make like an actual good living. But then I like talk to some of our friends, and I won't say who like have hundreds and thousands of followers, and they're like struggling. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, I know. I mean, really, like last year really got me thinking like, you know what? Yes, followers and having fans is one thing, but you also have to like, there's a lot you can do with the followers we have now. Like I only have 50. Like, I don't know. What do you have, like 40?
Not even 37.
Yeah,
on
like
TikTok,
but
200,000.
But I was doing shows when I had 35.
Yeah,
in the places I could sell, and you can make money, And I think you just have to like, it's not really about all that other shit. It's like, if you want to make money with that, you totally can right now.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of comics are lazy and they don't want to set up shows or whatever it is, But that was the big lesson I learned last year is like, oh, it's not all about how famous you are. Like you still have to have this attitude. And as you get more famous, you apply this attitude and you make more money than you were making last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been okay. But this year's the real test because I don't have the residuals to fall back on. So now it's like,
shit.
I got to like hunt for everything,
Yeah. Well, you'll get a writing job will come up.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I wrote on something last month, and if it gets picked up, then you know.
Surely.
Yeah, but okay. Enough about me. Tell me more about how you grew up. You're from Indiana.
Okay.
What was money like back then? Your family, like, is your family rich? Like, what was the vibe economically?
This is actually very fast. I haven't even talked about this in a very long time.
What are you about to say right now?
I know. What if I just said the darkest shit and it just depressed you?
Well, you never know with Midwestern girls out in LA because sometimes they're like literally just trying to be an actress, and sometimes they're like, I'm related to George Bush,
I know.
You don't know with like random white girls from the Midwest, like you have no fucking idea.
I know. I got some cool. What's the coolest person I'm related to before I tell you? One of the founders of Butler University.
Of what university?
Butler.
Oh.
But I didn't get in. They fucking rejected me. I go, dude.
Wait, how's that possible?
Oh, because
they're related.
I had like a 2.8 in
I
high
know,
school.
but you're related.
I know. I'm like, what the hell?
Can't they just get you like a sports
No,
thing?
they literally, I think they laughed at my application.
Butler?
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm in choir.
It'd be really funny if you're like, and it was my dad. My dad.
It was my dad. And my dad.
Really immediate family.
Well, here, my situation is funny. So my parents were together, and then they had 4 of us really young. And I think, not to put my dad's business out there, but I think he struggled at the time because he was in law school and he was a professor and he was trying to become what he is now, which is baller. But I'll get to that in a second.
He was trying to be a lawyer?
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what he does in a second. So,
okay.
So he was really poor for a very long time, and my mom wasn't working; she was taking care of us. So the money was kind of, I think, given from my grandma was really wealthy.
Oh, okay.
So I think my grandpa, she had 10 kids. My grandma and grandpa had 10 kids and a lot of money.
Where did that wealth come from?
I think they just, back in the days, it seems like they were more rich.
What do you mean? You just
like
have more money?
generational wealth. It was like a thing.
You think their parents had money?
Something, yeah.
Okay,
but they didn't live in this huge mansion. But my grandma would give I have 30 first cousins, and everybody got like $100 on every birthday and Christmas.
That's $3,100. That's fucking crazy,
dude. It's crazy.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And then like for Christmas, we would get 1 pearl added to a necklace, like all the girls did. So it's like
that's some rich Midwestern ritual.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know because the house wasn't huge, but it's just that's just what it was.
Yeah.
So I think she had help from that a little bit. So whatever. So my dad and her struggling to buy a house somehow.
Okay, you were already born.
I'm born. I'm like
You're the
6 when they buy this house.
Okay.
No, I'm the second oldest.
Okay.
So this is actually really fun to talk about, to go through. But if I start sobbing, so literally. They moved to this house at a bunch of land. left.
Okay.
And it was like so many woods. It was such a nice house. I remember, and it's just a 1-story house, but I remember being like, even at a young age, I was like, whoa, we can afford this. I thought that. And then my parents divorced. My mom was like, I'm not into whatever, to my dad, whatever happens there. They divorce. My mom is still somehow paying for this house, and she becomes a realtor. And then remember the house market crash.
This is 2008.
2008. We come home. I never forget. We came home and there was an eviction or something on our door, and we had to move everything out under a certain amount of time.
How old were you? Like 14?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
and
bro.
everything, we just had to get everything out on the streets. It was just like.
Did they explain to you like why? Is it because they just?
I didn't understand until I watched that movie, The Big Short.
Were they a victim of that? The subprime loan?
Yes.
And you're saying that's how they got the big house?
Yes.
Even though you thought they couldn't afford it. Oh my God.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes. So we lost the house. And so and we lived with our grandma a little bit. And then my dad had another house. We would go to his house a lot. So back and forth between whatever.
Now, emotionally, your middle school, maybe freshman year, was this extremely embarrassing, or where were you?
Oh no, it would have been embarrassing if it was like so kindergarten to 8th grade. It was I hated it. It was a private Catholic school. People were wealthy. I was like one of 3 people with divorced parents. My grandma lived across the street. Like all my cousins went. They just want us to go. I mean, I don't regret going because it taught me a lot. But it was, if that happened then, I would have felt insecure. But then I went to high school, 4,000 kids, North Central High School. You got all kinds of incomes. I mean, it was one of my favorite. I loved high school. Yeah, it didn't matter. People were going through so much shit. Yeah, I was in the gospel choir, and we would have like I didn't mean to be, but they just put me in it, and they would do like prayer requests, and people were going through like insane shit. And I would really. My cousin just got shot yesterday, so like that kind of shit. So you hear that, and
what
you're
did you
like,
sing after that? Carol
Yeah. I'm like,
it's too late, baby. No.
I know. Well, and people could like get overtaken by the spirit after that, and I didn't know how. So I'd be like,
speaking tongue.
Yeah. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what you telling me? So it wasn't that. I honestly still felt fine. I wasn't like poor me or anything because I had been seeing what other people were going through. Yeah. So that was fine. And it, we already were in a divorce situation, so we were used to moving around and around. So then we lived with my grandma for a while. I think she saves up whatever, then gets another house. Okay. On a hill.
Your grandma does this?
No, my mom does this.
Your mom does this, okay.
Because she could finally get a house again. And then my dad is at this house and moves to another house, and he's starting to move up. He's now a patent attorney at Eli Lilly, and he's moving up in the game. And then he marries my stepmom, and she has 3 kids. And then he's financially covering like 9 of us at the same time. So money was, I think, there, but very... I didn't I remember I was out of shampoo and didn't know how. It was like, do we
before he made it big, you're saying?
Well, even when he was going up, I don't know. It just, I never asked for things, and I never went and just bought makeup and bought it was, if he had the money he has now, I would have been able to do that stuff.
Right.
Now he's the VP.
Yes.
For Merck.
So now he's of Merck? Oh my God.
Vice President of Litigation at Merck.
Wow. The bad guys.
No, is this, I don't know if I could be saying this.
No, they're not the bad guys. They're a pharmaceutical company.
I know. I hope I'm not revealing too much about us alive.
No, you said nothing. You just said he had some hardships when he was a student. That's fine. Yeah.
And he's always been on the good side of pharmaceutical from what I understand. Yeah. He's very passionate about some of the drugs he's patented, and they were working on an Alzheimer's drug. And wow. So he's one of the best guys I know. Cash Cuties, he's a good guy.
My dad, great dude.
But he wasn't there until he just accepted this position a year ago. And then I had student loans. I didn't know I had those.
Well, you went to state school, so how much do you have right now?
$18,000 in student loans.
That's what you have right now left. What was it originally? You haven't paid anything.
I've been doing forbearance. Now I'm on a loan repayment program.
What's repayment? I don't
Forbearance.
What's that mean?
Hardship, so you can't pay your loan, so they stop interest accrue.
And so you were on that for?
Because of the pandemic was kind of a blessing.
Well, you didn't graduate during the pandemic, did you?
2016.
2016. Okay, so you had 4 years.
So 18,000 includes the accrued interest from that.
Wow.
And then recently they have no interest and now I'm on a loan repayment plan. So I pay $50 a month.
$50 a month?
Yeah.
You're never going to pay that off. What
Yeah,
the
100%.
hell?
Never going to pay it off.
Now, did you do the math and figure out that that's all you can afford? Or you're just like,
this is a loan repayment. So this might be the $50 might go towards all the interest I've accrued to balance it out.
So who did this for you?
Lisa Canada.
Lisa Canada. Just a lady.
She loves me. She goes, half of you guys don't even call me back. We chat.
Is she an accountant?
She works for the university.
Oh, you're working with the university on that. Wow.
But there's some bills I don't pay that I need to figure out. I haven't paid a dime for my ACL.
18K is not that bad. That's not, if I was dating now and if I was like serious about a girl and she owed 18K, that number would not scare me.
So that's what I was scared with Sam. Currently, I told Sam. I told him up front. He's really good with money.
Yes.
When we want to have kids, we want to have a house. And I was like, I just want to let you know I'm $18,000 in debt.
And how did he take that? That's actually a really
He didn't
adult
even flinch.
Was that hot that he didn't flinch?
Yeah, it was really high. He was like, yeah, I'll pay it. But he didn't do that. He didn't offer to do that now.
Right. If you get married,
if we get married,
because then it becomes his debt as well.
But I'm thinking too. Sometimes one job will be like $20K, and I'll use it.
So that was my question. Is like
I'll use it.
So I'll bring it up. So I bring this up because we had Jason Che on the podcast, and his whole thing. He has an emotional thing with his debt. So he has credit card debt, but he's never had money in his life. And so when he started blowing up in stand up and selling out shows, and when you sell out shows, you make pretty good money. And I said, Jason, I know how much you owe. I know how much you make a weekend. You could easily pay this off next week if you wanted to. But he goes, I don't want to because I like seeing the money go up in my checking account because I've never seen it. And so there's an emotional component to it. And I found that really fascinating. And I was wondering if there's something like that with you, or you're just like, no. As soon as I get a gig that's $20K, I'm paying this off.
Oh, that's so, yeah.
Because I'm sure you, in the last 6 months, didn't you do, like you did that thing for DoorDash or whatever, right? Like the
Postmates.
I'm sure you got good money for that. Did that go to the student loans?
No, because that just helped me live. That wasn't enough to do that.
Gotcha.
That was enough to pay my bills.
You need enough money that covers your monthly expenses and then whatever you have after.
I would keep, if I got $20K right now, I would pay that all off and keep my side hustles and then restart with another and hope for another one comes around.
Right.
I think it's just the smartest thing to do.
I mean,
right?
Yes, I think so.
But my thought with that for a while was they were saying we were going to forgive it. How much would that suck to do that? And they forgive it for everybody else.
But then they keep saying that, but then it's not really happening.
But then it's scary if you do pay it off and then they do that.
What's the weirdest thing you've done for money?
Ooh. Oh man, I dog walked. I would run up hills. I used to have this bit because there was this rich neighborhood in the hills. I did WAG, but then I did such a good job with this dog. It had so much energy. I ran with it. So then this girl tells her friends, oh, this dog walker will run with your dog. And then I go to all these houses in the hills and they're like, we heard you run. So I'm running up the hills with this dog. I'm exhausted. And I do like 3 in a day and I'm sweating. I'm like anybody. And then like one dog was so big. It was like the guy from 13 Reasons Why. It was like his dog.
Yeah.
I had to wrap around and it was like dragging me up a hill and I was like running. I was like, if anybody just sees me.
That's so funny.
Just running
this
up
thing happens by accident. You get famous for that. And now that's your business model.
Yeah.
Are you charging extra or just the regular?
They would tip me. Yeah, they tip me good.
Oh
and then I get a
God.
workout in.
That's pretty good though.
Exhausting.
You're losing weight and shit. That's nice.
So I was like a dog sprinter for a while.
Oh my God. That's like a job you made up accidentally. You
Yeah.
were just a dog walker.
Babysitter, dog sprinter.
What's your
I catered for a while.
You
And
catered?
then the guy who owned the catering business just died randomly.
Oh God.
He was cool. Wade, R.I.P.
Wade? We had a Wade who donated to us on our Patreon this week. Maybe it's him.
No,
from heaven.
maybe it's the
$5.
spirit.
Hey, does he have
was a
$5?
giver.
Okay, what about this? What's your vice? What's your financial vice? What is something that even when you don't have money, you're like, I'm going to splurge and buy this thing because I can't help it because I love it.
Oh my.
It could be a literal vice, like I do drugs or I gamble, you know? I think some people it's food. Some people it's like strip clubs, like, you know, whatever. It could be something not necessarily vicey. It could just be like, I get drunk and I shop for socks on Amazon, whatever it is.
I think mine is like Cheesecake Factory.
You know what? That's a good, okay.
I'd love to splurge on a nice Cheesecake Factory.
I saw that on your statement, and maybe we could just talk about that. I mean, so what's going on with that? I mean, yeah. So you spent, let's see.
Do the viewers see my statement?
No.
What do you say it like that? Like they might.
Well, sometimes like if I do a clip, I'll do like a screenshot of that line.
Oh, okay.
Just to be like, but this is interesting detail. January 1st, Cheesecake Factory, $129.70. What's that about?
I treated Sam on New Year's to a good cheesecake dinner.
So this ideal boyfriend that you have now, who's so generous, being like, hey, I'll pay your student loans, and you're like, you know what? Sometimes I gotta scratch your back, my guy, and you take him to the fucking cheesecake.
He's not paying for my loans yet. He might even leave me before we.
And you took him to the Cheesecake Factory.
Take him to the Cheesecake Factory.
I mean, so walk me through that. Is this like a funny thing you're doing? Because sometimes I'll take my friends to Benihana because it's funny.
Oh fuck! I love Benihana. Wait, I have Benihana merch. My family, like literally my family loves it so much. We go in Indiana all the time. We loved it to the point where a waitress knew me when I was a baby, and she's still there. Her name is Grace, and she's me grow.
Still there for 30 years?
Yeah. Yeah. And she's super old. And she literally, like, we still go in. She's like,
she knows you.
Yeah. So she saw us from baby high chairs at Benihana's till now coming in.
I don't know if that's like
sad
awesome
or beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Mix
30 years.
Yeah, dude. My brother has Benihana hoodies. Like, that's what our parents put on our stockings. Like, Benihana socks.
As a joke, or you guys are serious?
No, we like
about
love
the brand?
Benihanas. We're like a big Benihana family.
Okay, but so are you that serious about Cheesecake Factory? Like, was this like a really nice meal for y'all? Because it is, the thing about Cheese Factory, Cake Factory is that we shit on it, but it is kind of expensive.
It is kind of expensive. I mean, it was a casual decision, but literally I made it sound like a casual decision. But I love Cheesecake Factory. It's just fun. I like the cakes. I like their wine. I like... Their menu is just so fat. I'm like, if I'm in the mood for anything, it'll cover it.
I mean, their menu is crazy. That's the whole thing. What do you get?
The vibes are high.
The vibes are high?
Dude, when I got my ACL surgery and I was like all drugged up, I literally crutched into the Cheesecake Factory with Manny Martino, and they just immediately sat us.
I love this. Cheesecake Factory seems to be a theme with a lot of white guests that we have. Issa Medina came on, also Cheesecake Factory addict.
She's making dough.
Yeah, but I guess it doesn't. I feel like maybe it's a soft spot for you guys. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
like, this is your vice, right? It doesn't matter if you're doing well or not. It's like,
I'd say like fun restaurants like Cheesecake and Benihana is my vice.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, and then now that Sam and I are in a relationship, he'll treat me to dinner. I will have to treat him back.
And you take him to Benihana.
I take him. I blow it out.
He takes you to Nobley.
And I have
Benihana.
them valet my car at Benihana's, and I throw my Kia keys at him. I go, have a heyday with it.
God
and
damn.
Go, I have a nicer car than you. I'm like, you better watch yourself.
Okay.
This is fun to say, and I don't think he cares. I'll say this: my ex-boyfriend's dad invented voicemail.
You told me this. This is back in Indiana.
Yes.
Rich boy.
Yes, and he, he's great. He started his own company, Good Shirts.
It's called Good Shirts?
Yeah, it's fucking blown up. Pete Davidson wears them and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like really funny things on it.
Okay.
But his dad, we went on these trips. I told you about this. He would like order like the menu. So we go to Hawaii.
He would take you to a Hawaiian vacation when you're in high school.
And then one time we went to Cabo San Lucas, and each, like, we had massages. We had a chef named Benny, and like it was like, and then I was like, I went on their family trips, and like that we ate so good in those St. Thomas, like anywhere we had our own private island in St. Thomas.
They're paying for flights and everything.
Everything.
How did that make you feel / how did your parents take it? Because I feel like if I did that too many times, my parents would feel like they are starting to owe something to their family.
That's so funny.
And I wonder if you had a convo about that.
I think there's so many kids that there's
you have like 9.
Yeah, I don't think, and I love my parents. They were great parents, but I don't think that
I guess they need all the
anybody
help
was
they can
looking
get.
at.
Yeah.
I don't think
But they knew you went.
Yeah, they knew I went, and then they were like, I mean, I think they loved. I mean, they trust Andrew, and they I think they liked Mr. Jones, and like I think they had no issue. I mean, they were almost too trusting. I like stayed in the room with Andrew when I was like 18, and we like slept together. That was the first time I've ever been.
Oh my God.
What?
The parents let you do that?
Yeah.
But maybe when you're so rich.
They used to let me spend the night at Andrew's house all the time in high school. I don't think I had a curfew.
Maybe when you're so rich, you're like not creepy or something. Or like maybe it's okay.
I just remember his house was so cool and big, and like I would sleep there on the weekdays.
Was there something that your ex-boyfriend did at the time? Because this is like, close to when you still remember you're getting evicted and stuff like that. Was there something he did that you still remember today where you're like, that was some rich guy shit?
No, he was so humble and so good. His ex-stepmom, they're not together anymore. God, I'll never forget this. He was so humble. He wanted to work for everything he had.
Okay.
He was so normal and he was so nice. Everybody loved him.
Mm-hmm.
He was just the best. And I threw him a surprise party, and his stepmom got him a black card, and he opened it in front of everybody.
What's a black card?
A black card?
No, what's that?
You don't know what a black card is?
Like an Amex?
Yeah, it has no limit.
Oh, like a credit card.
Yeah, black. Yeah. And
There's no limit?
And it was so hard. You could like kill somebody. You could you literally like, it was so sharp and hard. I remember like feeling it. And I was like, yeah, there's no limit. The limit does not exist.
What? I mean, is that even a gift? Where is that linked to? What account is that linked to?
I think he used it the only time he used it was to get into airport lounges. So with an
so he wouldn't really abuse it.
No. So you can get in any airport lounge you want for free.
Is it Amex or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It has so many perks, and he just used the perks. He never spent a dime on it.
Did your other high school kids know what that was? Because I feel like if I was in high school, I wouldn't maybe know what that is.
She explained it.
My God.
Yes, and he was so mortified. You could tell he was so embarrassed. Yes.
Right.
Because we went to North Central. Like we went to a
all
public
kinds of kids.
school.
There's rich kids, but there's also regular kids.
And he hung. I mean, he was. I mean, like we didn't have. I was lucky because high schools have like popular cliques. Everybody was kind of friends with everybody. Everybody's lunch tables looked different all the time, and like nobody was hot shit and nobody was rich except for Andrew. But like you wouldn't know.
We got to talk about your credit. I was going to ask you if you had credit card debt, but you just got approved for a credit card recently. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're in your 30.
Like,
no, first credit card at 30. What's going on? Like you didn't know what it was?
Well,
or
wait. So
walk me through.
Okay. Well, maybe he was 29. I had him when he was 29.
Okay, yeah.
So my dad always told us never to get credit cards.
Okay.
I don't know if that was correct.
Okay.
I think it's because maybe he probably fell into whatever he had and now he's doing great, but I think he knows too. He was like, just don't get a credit card till you have to. But I wish I knew that because I had no credit and I had student loans. So when I first got like a credit score, it was like in the 400s.
Right. Because
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Because I will say things you learn from your parents as a kid, you just sort of take it as fact without really ever looking into it. So I have things like that too.
Yeah.
So I could see why that was ingrained in your brain and you didn't want to get a credit card for a long time.
Yeah. And also like, I hate to, and I'm not saying my parents weren't good parents, but when you have a lot of siblings, you just don't learn as much as people who don't. And maybe that's an excuse, but I'm like,
dude, no, that's legit.
Who is
bro.
sitting me down by myself and saying,
you have?
What?
How many siblings again?
And then I'm in a blended family, so there's 7 of us.
Okay.
But from like a young age.
Yes.
I guess I am the one. I don't know. If I asked, it would be told, but I'm not even. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses.
I mean, I don't think that's an unfair statement. I think they don't have the time to give every 7 child.
Yeah.
That's just too many kids.
Because I have so much student loan debt, and now with my ACL, I don't even know what the fuck that. Somebody told me if I just, I guess I owe $8,000 with that, but somebody told me if I call and I'm like, I'll give you 4, they'll just like do it.
You can negotiate.
Yeah.
Just directly with the hospital. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they'll knock up, but even if it's half, that's huge.
Yeah.
Wait, did you have insurance?
Yeah.
And
my out of pocket was $8,000.
Your out of pocket is $8,000.
Oscar Bronze, and they just eliminated my whole network. By the way, I had to get a new insurance plan.
What was your insurance before?
Oscar Bronze.
Is that Oscar Bronze? Is that different than Oscar? Because in New York we have something called Oscar.
No, it's Oscar, and then it's the third one. HMO, or it was a PPO, and it was Bronze.
Is Bronze good or bad?
I guess it's bad if my out of pocket was $8,000.
Well, how much would it have been without insurance?
Oh God, I don't even know. Probably a fuck ton.
Oh my God, that's so much money.
Dude,
though.
that's so much money. I'm like, I don't want to pay PT on
From
top of that.
Kickball incident too.
From kickball, where I didn't even want to play because it was $75 to play.
You should
now $8,000 later.
Have you ever considered doing a GoFundMe?
It's so embarrassing. Hey guys.
I mean, it's a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money. I know, and I haven't paid. It's just kind of, but I think I filled out something where it's also not accruing any.
Well, what they can do is
I don't think it accrues interest, right?
What happens is like sometimes this is like a new thing I learned because I forgot to pay one of my hospital bills, and what they do is they sell that loan to a loan company, right, for a lower price. So if they know they're never gonna get that from you, what they do is they sell that loan to a loan company, let's just say for $5,000. Loan company says, I'll give you $5,000 because I'm confident I can get $8,000 out of this girl. And then once they sell it, they'll fucking harass you until they pay $8,000. And then I think it affects your credit score once it becomes to that phase.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you should watch out for that.
I will watch out. Yeah. I was in contact with them. I haven't blown them off. I told them my situation and they were like very friendly and I filled out a form. So I don't think it's going to collections right now. I think it's like staying where it is.
You should try to talk them down.
I think I will. That's the other thing. See, as soon as I get, I'm not even joking. I will pay all this off with paychecks. I won't blow it out. And I get what Jason Cheney's doing. That's like, but like, for me, it is anxiety because I would hate to get married and have that.
Yeah.
And I do want kids. Like, you don't want that when you have kids.
Right. Have you, now that you're dating somebody who is very successful financially and also comes from a good family financially, has that changed the way you date? Because I know before him, you date a lot of broke-ass comedians.
Yeah.
And I don't know who was paying for who in those dynamics, but I'm sure now Sam is paying for you a lot.
Sam and I split.
Oh, you really?
We go halvesies.
This is fascinating. Tell me more about this.
We go halvesies. I will never let anybody pay for me.
Unless it's like a special occasion.
Yep. Nope. Not happening. I don't care how much money I have.
Now, is he insisting or?
No, I think it's very fair. And I don't think he would insist. I don't think he should insist.
Interesting.
I think he is a provider. He's got provider energy.
Okay.
He's mentioned, and I'm sure he's paying more rent, not telling me. But he's mentioned that he wants to be a provider. Like he's like, I would love, like he almost was like, I want to make more money than you, whatever. Yeah. But like, he wouldn't be mad if I made more money. Yeah. Which hopefully I make a lot of money. Yeah. With what we're doing, hopefully this fucking works.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was like, but he has that very much energy. And it sounds like it's more towards the future than it is than now. But I don't know. I'm just making those assumptions.
But let me ask you this: like, so when you first started dating, would he try to pay for and you would stop, or he would just put his card down and also expect you to put your card? Well,
no. Yeah, he would try to pay for things,
and then you said no.
No, and then I've said no so many times, and now it is, and I've offered right away so many times. It is really about even.
That's amazing.
And then if one of us on grocery shopping, then we're getting other people's. I mean, it's like very even.
So you guys split groceries too now that you live together and stuff?
No, because he's so weird. He's tries to eat. But if I'm at the store and he needs 2 dishes that I know he likes, I'll grab it. If I need ingredients for a salad, he'll grab it.
Yeah.
It's like very like.
Damn. God, I wish Steffie was here right now because Steffie is looking for a man, but because she's like, she's not 19 anymore. Yeah. She wants to have children soon, and so she's looking for a provider. And I think her whole thing is like, she also says her love language is gifts, and she likes being taken care of. So she loves it when guys pay for her, but she also wants it from someone who can afford that.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting to hear that you're with someone like that, but that doesn't seem to be your love language. So it actually makes you feel a little more uncomfortable if he was paying all the time.
I would hate it.
I would hate it too.
I would not be able to do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I need my own money all the time, and I need to be making a lot. And if I'm not making a lot, you won't know I'm not making a lot because I will pay for what I do.
Well, this is interesting because do
you guys split?
Well, this is gonna turn you off. Maria and I have a Google Sheets, and I
just dried up.
Everybody says that. Well, so we've been together since we were 24. We started living when we were 24, and when I was 22 and 3, I had roommates, and with my roommates I developed this like Google Sheets thing where we would put in anything you bought for the apartment, you put in this Google Sheets, you put your name, and at the end of the month it tells you how much each person owes each other to make it equal. And that was just nice because we weren't dating or anything. It was like me and my 2 roommates from college.
Yeah.
So of course if I buy toilet paper, we're splitting it, right?
Yeah.
And then I moved in with Maria, but I was also 24, and I was just like, I just had the same mentality. It's like, I guess we're like roommates now, and I'm young. I'm 24. Like I'm not swimming in dough. No. So I'm like, okay, like to me it seems normal that we would split like everything. Yeah. So the bills, like if I pay for electric, but I'll just put it on the Google Sheets, and at the end of the month it tells you who owes who. Yeah. And because we've been living together since we was 24, now we're like adults. It's 10 years later, but we still do that. Yeah. We don't have to do that, but we still do that. And so we have a Google Sheets, and at the end of the month we Venmo each other, like whatever. So everything is 50-50.
Okay, love that. Wait,
Steffie always makes fun of me.
Wait, I mean, I would never do that.
Yeah, but it's because you're turned off by the concept of Google Sheets, I think. Not the equality part. You just don't want to like get on something that has cells in it.
Sounds like a fucking nightmare trying to sign in to Google Sheets.
Sign it. It's automatic, bro. What are you talking? You don't have to sign in.
Bro, that's wild, but good for you guys.
Yeah, man. But like, Here, I'll fucking
Do you
show
always
you.
want to do that?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like if
If
she
you
was
guys get
like
married, you're not gonna have to do that.
This is what it looks
Wait,
like.
when you get married, you're gonna have the same accounts. You can't do that.
Well, if you don't have to do you don't have to do like a.
Oh
thing.
really? Oh my god.
But like we just put like groceries, like who pay for who or whatever.
This is so smart.
But like, so it's equal, And I think now, with like restaurants, we don't put restaurants on there. Sometimes I treat her, sometimes she treats me. But like with shit like paper towels, like stuff I buy on Amazon for the apartment, like we just do it on this.
Wow.
Would Sam
See,
like
I would
this?
have I always am buying like I would have no idea. I buy if we ever have a shortage or something, I just buy it, and I know he does the same.
Yeah, I mean, that works too.
It's just that's organized. To a
I will
T.
say, if I broke up with Maria and I dated somebody else, I don't think I could bring this up.
If you broke up with and you brought this up and you said, "Do you want to excel it with me?" If you said that to me and we were dating, I'd say, "Hey, I got to go to the bathroom," and I would run.
I feel like you'd punch me in the gut.
Yeah. I just start beating the shit out of you.
You would run out of the bathroom. No, for sure. I think this is something like a behavior that we adopted from when we were younger.
I mean, you guys are just really comfortable with each other. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems like you're pretty good, buddy. I was looking at your thing. I mean, like,
some of my babysitting stuff I put on that card.
Okay.
So we do certain activities.
Like bowling.
Yes.
Okay, I was like 46, 50. That's pretty. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
I was like, who are you going with? Okay, that makes sense. So you get reimbursed for this stuff.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay. I like that. Okay, so you talked about Cheesecake Factory. You donated to charity $38. Homeless charity.
Oh yeah, I ran a 5K for my friend's brother that passed away, and they donated
That's
to that
amazing.
charity.
I think that's amazing.
I'm a good person.
You're a good person. Let's look at your top spending. Okay, your top one.
No.
By far.
No.
Coming in at $547. Noah Kahan.
Dude, Noah Kahan.
What is this? A Middle Eastern restaurant?
Okay, also nobody's paying me back for those tickets because I got drunk and told
Okay,
people.
it's a concert. It's a concert.
It's a concert, and we're going to in June. Me, Sam, and my best friend Logan. And I said, I got drunk, and I go, Logan, it's considered a Christmas present, but I didn't mean it.
So it's $200 each, pretty much.
200 each, and they're amazing seats.
Bro, you gotta get the money back. But you
Sam-
said already.
I told Sam doesn't even like no, and I go, do you want to go? And he was like, I'd go, but he never paid for the ticket, so I just got it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'll treat Sam.
Yeah.
To
But
Noah
what about
Kahan.
the best friend? The best friend's gonna pay you.
After I said that, I then texted him and I go, you could take your time with paying me on that.
You texted.
Yeah. I get drunk and like become like so giving. It's crazy.
Dude, I used to do that, but with like booking shows. I'd get drunk and book comedians on my show.
No, that's the worst.
But I've never. I'd have to be pretty fucking drunk to offer to pay for
A full-blown concert.
I googled this guy. And I was like, okay, it's a concert. He's a country musician or whatever. But I'm like, okay.
I know every word to every single song. It means the world to me.
So if it's your favorite, you should fucking go. But I was like,
But
$550. I'm like, you can see fucking Usher for $550. Like, this is what's going?
You could Austria for $550?
I think Usher's like $500 to $800 maybe.
Okay, that's upsetting to know. I mean, nobody's gonna pay me back. You know that's just gone.
So wait, when you said, "Hey, take your time with pay me back," what did he say, their friend?
Oh,
Did he leave you on red?
He goes, "It was so fun to see you last night."
That's his response to you. You're never gonna get your money back, bro.
Yeah.
You're never getting that back.
Never getting it back. God bless him. Love ya. If you're listening to the podcast,
but you think it's your fault because you said it's a Christmas present? You said that.
I said it.
You said it.
I said it.
So it's kind of your fault.
But I would never. Like he's a good. I mean, wouldn't you be like, no, that's a $200 ticket?
If my best friend was like, it's a Christmas present, I would be like, cool. Up until like $50, anything more, I'm like, no, dude, I owe you $200.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
It's just there is a request of Venmo sitting there. I think when it gets closer to time, I'm gonna be like, hey, are you good? Are you good with Venmoing me now for the ticket,
bro? There's nothing.
Do you think that he's gonna be like, think I'm a bad friend because I offered it?
And this is a Cash Cuties moment. What do we do?
Messy.
Cuties, what do we do? I don't know.
What the fuck do we do?
I mean, to me, a Venmo request sitting there, that is the most passive.
Here, I'll show you.
That is the most awkward passive.
Well, you know why I said that is because he was like, I can't Venmo you right now because like something was going. I think he's got something was going on.
So he did say that.
Yeah, and then I go, don't even worry about it. Take your time, or consider it a Christmas gift.
How much though?
$182.50.
You said don't. He said all good or considered a Christmas gift. You said it again.
No, I said no. So I said, he said, I can't, I'll get it to you, but like, I can't do Venmo right now or whatever. And I was like, take your time. Don't worry about it. Pay it whenever, or consider it a Christmas gift. We were wasted.
That's confusing.
Yes.
That's what you said right there is confusing.
And then I texted him the next morning and I go, and by the way, I love him. What if he was listening? I mean, honestly, okay. I go, yeah,
but this has nothing to do with your friendship. This is a awkward financial predicament that you put yourself in.
I said, he goes, I go, going out for convo last night, Venmo me whenever for the Noah Kahan text. Doesn't need to be now, can literally be whenever you can until we go. No rush at all. I don't want you to stress.
And he said,
had a great time with you last night. Love you.
Dude, I don't know if you're going to get them. I would have not responded to that text without addressing, because you hit it like 3 times. No worries, whatever. Wow. I mean, that was your highest spending. You also spent $390 at Walmart, but I'm guessing that's a kid thing.
Wait, whoa.
$309 at Walmart.
Oh, no,
December 19th.
I bought Sam a Nintendo Switch for Christmas.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Was it Nintendo Switches or
$390?
No.
No, it was.
Wait, is Nintendo Switch this one?
Yep.
I bought one over the pandemic, and I believe it was $200 or maybe $190.
I think that included one of the games.
Oh, okay. And I bought like a Nintendo Switch Lite.
This up. Remember I got food poisoning from the cookie baking program?
No.
Oh.
I don't remember that, Audrey.
No, I don't know why I said program. Like, it was their cookie. They like you committed a $300 Nintendo Switch.
$390. Also, it must have come with the game or something.
And taxes.
Yeah, but taxes what? 10%? It's $30.
With the game.
$390. Oh, with the game is $60. That makes sense. Okay. And then your third most. Okay, I don't know what this is. Pins Mechanical Comp. $69.87, Indiana. Is this a restaurant? Pins Mechanical.
Oh
Comp.
my God, they ended up charging me $69.
Bro, you gotta look. This is Christmas Eve, December 24th.
You know, this is another one of those things where what the fuck? People like swear to God.
What happened?
People were like, "Do you have a tab open?" I go, "Yeah." It was Andrew's birthday, and one of my other friends.
Who's Andrew?
My ex.
Okay.
And one of my other friends, and it was like all of our friends from high school. I was getting wasted.
Yeah.
People were like, "When you drink?" I go, "I have a tab," and people probably actually put it on the tab. So I think I only had.
But you did say, "I've got a tab."
I did. I said.
You can't say that.
Dude, when I get drunk, it's a nightmare.
But also, $70 hurts. But also, can we say, shout out to the Midwest, that you can get your friends fucked up for $70?
$70. You get, and I think people think that we're so rich with what we're doing now.
Dude,
here.
I agree. And I think,
my friends think I'm rolling the dough sometimes.
Every time I go, what? Oh my God, I remember the first time I went to a bar in Ohio when I was in college. I remember I'd go to a bar and I'd order something. First, they'll give you change, like coins. Like, it's not like perfect thing in the Midwest for some reason.
Yeah.
The bar has carpet on the floor. I'm like, what the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
But like, I remember like putting everybody's drinks on my tab, and I think it was also like $80. But I was like, there were like 17 friends here. I don't know. Everybody just got beers.
See, it's so cheap in the Midwest.
This is like,
we used to do $2
$70.
Tuesdays.
That's like me and you. If you got 2 cocktails each, this would be like $90.
Yeah.
You know?
So
shout out to the Midwest, but also that sucks.
I wonder how much our brunch is going to be on Monday. Wait, Monday's a holiday.
It's Martin Luther King.
Oh.
No, it's not. No, sorry. That just happened. Monday's not a holiday.
Oh, we're just getting fucked up on a Monday.
Yeah, we're just getting fucked up on a Monday because we're comedians. We don't have a fucking
we're comedians. We don't have
schedule.
Life. That's so fun. So fun of us.
Okay, and then we got Target, $61, December 15th. Maybe that was for kids. North Hollywood?
No, that was for me.
What'd you buy?
What did I buy?
I'm gonna commend you for like not eating out too much. I feel it's very controlled.
Oh, you haven't? I didn't send you my debit card.
That's right. There's the other guy. Because I was gonna say your credit card. I think you only spent like $500 or something on it. But I assume
that's why I don't have credit card debt.
Well, right. That's because your limit's 1,000. You want to spend about 30% of what the thing is.
It says I am spending too much on my credit card.
Yeah, you want to spend about. So if your limit is 1,000, you want to limit to like 300.
The reason I was using it for a lot is because I lost my debit card for a while. I just had to order.
See, but that's the other thing about spending on debit is it's hard for you to argue debit charges.
Yeah.
It's easier to, if it's a credit card and you're like, that's not mine, they'll scratch it right away. But debit card, they already paid.
Yeah.
So it takes months.
And they're like,
somebody stole a check from me once. That was fucking crazy. It took me like 6 months to get my money back.
A check?
I wrote a check to my manager and I mailed it, and then somebody stole it out of the post thing and they wrote car on it, and then they cashed it for themselves. But it was over like $1,000.
No.
Yeah, because this is like when I was working at James Corden.
Are they going to get in trouble or no?
Well, so I was like, I saw that the amount had been deducted, and I was like, oh, good, they got it. And then my management company was like, oh, have you not paid us? And I'm like, no, I paid you guys. So I look, and on chase.com, you can click at the check, and it tells you, it scans the check when somebody cashes it.
Holy
and
shit.
I saw someone cross out Brillstein and write whatever. It was like
I don't think Chase would even let that happen.
I think she probably just did it through the ATM, but like she crossed it out and wrote her name on it. It was like a Spanish name.
That's so funny.
But I'm like, they have cameras, right? Like they could just go back. They know exactly when you cashed my check.
Yes.
That's like a felony, I think.
It is a felony.
So they got me my money back, but it took me like 3 to 4 months to get it back. It was such a pain.
That's so
but
wild.
With credit cards, it's so easy to get your money back. So it is good. I think when you get a credit card where your thing is like $10,000, you should just put everything on it. You shouldn't really be using your debit.
What is
anymore.
like normal credit card debt? What does like a normal person have in credit card debt?
Debt as in the ones that the people who aren't actually paying.
Did Jason admit his credit card debt?
Yeah, he owed like a 3 or 4, I think.
That's it?
Yeah, but some people have like 10.
Is that normal?
I don't know what. Let's look up. Average credit
card debt
in America. $8,000 in a year.
Oh. And that would suck because you will never get out of it.
Yeah,
right?
but you don't want to never do credit card debt because the interest rate is so fucking high. It's way higher than your college or student loans and shit like that. God damn.
And if you pay like the minimum, then you don't accrue interest on your credit card.
If you pay the minimum, you accrue a lot of interest. Because sometimes you owe $700, but the credit card covers it. You can pay $35. Don't do that.
Why?
Because you owe more.
I'm just saying, if I ever did get credit card debt.
I mean, it's not the end
so
of the
like,
world.
say I put $1,300 on a credit card.
Okay.
And then they were like, pay minimum payment of $35. I pay that, but there was no point to paying that because then.
If you pay that, it's $1,300 minus 35 times whatever your interest rate is, which is probably like 20%. So I've never been in debt, so I don't know, but I think it's every month you owe. I think it's like high. It's like 25% or something like that.
That's so crazy.
So next month you owe like $300 or something like that more.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that's a lot.
So it's crazy.
Yeah. So don't do it.
So now I know why my dad said don't get a credit card.
You had some funny subscriptions. Well, first of all, your gas is pretty cheap. Every time you fill up, it's like $20. Shell $17.
I never fill it to the top.
Why?
I don't know what is wrong with me. I'll do it, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm tired for this," and then I'll zoom off.
You're tired of this, or you're worried about money?
I don't know. I always cut it at like 20.
You just fill up, because I noticed you're filling up multiple times a week, but it's always under 20. Why do you do this?
I don't know. Might be an OCD thing.
You've done this since you're in high school?
No. What? Indiana was nothing to fill up your tank.
Right. Because here it's expensive.
Yeah.
So you just fill $20 at a time.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel like you need it.
Yeah.
So your meter's always around halfway.
Wait, that's so funny. I just had a memory where I wanted to, my ex, Andrew, his house, I wanted to come over and I was like, I don't have enough gas to come over. And he was like, how many miles do you have? I have like 2-3 miles. And he's like, come, whatever. And I made it. And he had a gas thing by the basketball court. And he was able to
gas thing.
He was able to pump my car.
Why does he have a gas
and
station?
And then he would always
house?
fill my car up for me.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
But see, because you're 50-50 with Sam, back then you didn't feel so weird taking from or receiving from somebody.
I didn't have any money to give him.
Right. So
high school's different.
Yeah, high school's different.
I had nothing.
I remember that's really nostalgic thing you just said. I remember that was the thing. It's like, bro, I don't have gas. Like that was an excuse back then.
And it didn't stress us out really.
It's like, oh, I don't have gas to go to your place. And you'd be
Isn't
like,
that
yeah,
crazy?
okay. But now as an adult, you're like, what does that mean? Like, how are you going to go to work?
We didn't have
then?
Ubers either. Isn't that crazy?
Ubers. Yeah.
We would pass out in people's basements.
I fucking miss the basement, bro.
Dude, we had a good, I feel like I feel bad for the kids that are living now. Like we got the best of
both.
Yeah.
We had internet, but it was just the fun stuff. It was like Zanga.
Yeah.
Zanga was fun. MySpace was fun.
I know what that is.
Facebook was fun.
I remember MySpace.
Yeah.
Our Catholic school, they'd be like, you get MySpace, you'll get murdered. And this guy came in and like pulled us in the cafeteria and just they started showing us like women who've been murdered. I'm like, what the fuck?
From MySpace?
Yeah. I go, what the hell is going on?
This is when people are like, oh, people are gonna like everybody on the internet's a murderer.
Girls, if you're on MySpace, you're a slut.
Yeah. Now everybody's like fucking on the DMs.
Hello?
So I remember like, here's how cute Facebook was when I was, because now Facebook is like alt-right problematic moms in the Midwest. When I was Facebook, it was so cute. People would post their classes on there.
It's so
Who
cute.
has AP Bio with me? That's what the internet was.
It was literally amazing. So the saddest used to be like, who's ready for the best senior year ever? Woo!
Non-ironic positivity statuses.
It really was.
And now like just everything is a troll. People are posting like shit about the Middle East. It's just like it's like a sad time.
Women aren't funny. I'm like, that's a picture of a snail. Why'd you comment on that gif of a snail?
God damn. Yeah. You know, you don't give yourself enough credit. Like you're like, I don't know what's going on, but I think you kind of do know what's going on. You're not spending outside your means.
I'm not spending outside my means.
So
I could have more means if I had spent less.
Usually on this podcast, if you're misbehaving financially, we do like we say that we're gonna spank you, but no spanking for you.
Wow.
No spanking for you.
Sam, if you're listening,
spank me.
Spank me.
Okay, plug something. Where can our fans find you in your work?
You guys, I got a new website. It's a Comey. Is that what you call it? Comey.io?
Oh, what is this? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It like formats it for you.
Oh, it's good. Great.
You can go Audrey Stewart Comedy.comey.io and you can follow me on Audrey Stew is art. I thought it was going to be funnier than it is. It's like Audrey Stewart, but Audrey Stew is art.
Is art.
But nobody gets it.
Yeah,
People
I get it.
actually brought me on stage going, Audrey Stew is art. And I go, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either until you just said it.
And that's why people are like, I can't find you on Instagram. It's because I put the is before the art.
Well, we'll link you in the episode description below. Okay.
Send me a note, you Cash Cutie.
Let her know how she's doing,
hey.
and also let her know what she should do about the concert Venmo situation.
Yeah, if you see me at Noah Kahan, buy me a drink. Because I'm gonna fucking need it.
$600 in the red. My God. As always, please follow us on all the social platforms at Cash Cuties Pod. Follow me on at the Fumi Abe. That's CHUFUMIABE. Donate to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cash Cuties Pod. And then we want to hear about your spending habits. So you can email us at cashcutiespodcast@gmail.com or DM us. Send us a voicemail, whatever you want to do with your Cash Cuties moments. If you're in an awkward financial bind, we'll solve it for you on the pod.
Wow.
I think
I'm gonna go in anonymously and comment with my awkward financial thing.
Please, we love hearing awkward stuff. It's the fucking best. I think that's it. So until we'll see you guys next week. Until then, spend your money wisely, or as Steffie would say, or don't. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.